I've been describing Oxygen Not Included as basically Rimworld meets Don't Starve, and this is probably one of the most highly anticipated indie games of the year.
So this game was developed by the same makers of Don't Starve, so that's kind of why I'm trying to draw the comparison here. But if you're used to Rimworld, if you're a Rimworld fan, you'll definitely get kind of the basics of this game. So we're going to start off choosing some colonists. They're actually called duplicates, and we get to choose between attributes, different traits. We've got additional information here. We can shuffle through a few of these. I don't want to shuffle through Quincy here. Quincy looks pretty good. He's got +1 athletics, cooking, digging. I mean, he's good at pretty much everything. His negative trait isn't that bad. It's just this duplicate isn't the brightest star in the sky. Cannot, perform research jobs. Hey, that's me, man. That's me. So, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. Sharpest. There you go. There you go. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed either. You might not be the brightest star in the sky. You work perfectly with Drew's colony. He's got a positive trait. Everyone has a negative and a positive. I've noticed that when you gain colonists in-game, they tend to have either more positive traits than negative, or they get a little bit better. Maybe that's just like off the top. Maybe that's just a coincidence, but I feel like the colonists in-game that you generate a little bit better sometimes. Okay, so yeah, he's an interior decorator. That's fine, I guess. We're not going to be decorating too much here in the first part of the series because that's for the fancy stuff. So this guy's really good at digging. So, Rimworld's kind of like a top-down space colonist game. This is more of a 2D. It's more of a 2D and you're underground, and digging is like a super big requirement. To do anything, you pretty much have to dig to get anywhere. So digging is probably the most important, I'd say one of the most important attributes, at least early on here in video 1. I don't know, this guy, yeah, Case, I like your hair, bro, but I can't do it. This guy looks pretty good. Abe, I like this. The only problem is this duplicate can and will fall asleep anytime, any place. Naturally robust, this duplicate. Hardy immune system. I guess he doesn't require a lot of decoration nearby, so I like that. I guess I'll go with him. It'd be kind of fun, I guess, for a series where people are just constantly falling asleep. I just don't want to have anybody else that like that. So we can laugh at him. This guy's a loud sleeper. No, that's a pretty bad trait. Scaredy cat. Cannot perform combat jobs. You don't show me good enough attributes here to really make me think that that's worth it. Okay, here we go. There we go. So we're just gonna have some two dumb people and one person that is constantly falling asleep all the time. I can take it. And you've got low decoration, expectation. So I'm gonna call this Drew's crappy crack colony, because that's what we're trying to do. We're working for crack enterprises, and we're trying to find more crack throughout throughout space or something like that. Okay, so as I said, it's kind of a 2D side-scroller, not really side-scroller, but 2D side view here. Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. I feel like they're in like a crater or an asteroid or something. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got there. It might be best to start digging. As I said, digging is really, really important. Okay, so I want to kind of get a little zoom out of what's going on. What is going on right here? I do not know what's happening there. But we've got lots of water. Water is pretty much essential for all life. Looks like we've got a lot of ore nearby. Ore is really, really important. You'll notice that there's a few spaces here that will... now, not every space has oxygen. This game's called Oxygen is Not Included. That's pretty much one of the first breaking factors that will have your colony fall apart. Oxygen and stress levels. Right now, hold on, is this game paused? No, there we go. So yeah, stress levels is a big way for us to pretty much lose the game too, but oxygen is probably the most important. So this whole room is filled with oxygen, and actually it has a ton of little crops nearby, so that's great. Yeah, this is pretty good. Some algae, very important for producing oxygen. Now, every starting room has this resource, which is oxalite. So oxalite produces oxygen for us. Now, we can pretty much generate our own oxygen pretty early on, but it would be nice if I can find some more of that oxalite nearby. Yeah, so here's a little bit. That's a huge chunk of it too. Wow. Holy crap, that's a ton of oxalite just right there down towards the south. So I think the first thing we're going to want to do is dig south, or dig down. I don't know if this is technically south, but you know what I'm saying. It's more oxalite there. We can gather up all this resource. So this is a vacuum. So it tends to be that, the copper ore usually spawns next to some of these vacuums. We don't really want to open this up until we have kind of a basis for transporting gas. So you can see in the bottom left, these are all the basic things that we can build. We've got the base tab, the oxygen tab, power, food, utilities, plumbing, what is this, refinement? I haven't done too much with this. Some of this is only unlocked through research, so we got to get up a research lab through in probably the next few days. In this game, they're called cycles. So, getting up some sort of like a research panel up in probably by cycle 3 is pretty important. Our main base, our printing pod, basically will print us another duplicate because I guess they're kind of clones that have their own unique attributes every few cycles. So we want to keep an eye out on that because want to make sure that our colony has enough oxygen because, every single duplicate that gets added to the colony is going to require more oxygen, more food, things like that. So we got to be careful. Of course, there's a way to prioritize certain jobs. We've got vitals here, kind of checking on their stress levels, very important. We can look at reports and then the research tab, which we cannot open right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start digging. Digging is pretty important. I think I do want to dig downward first. So I'm going to dig straight down here. And while we're on the topic too, I'll also dig over this way. So let's open up 2 rooms that actually should be able to provide to us a lot of oxygen naturally. I think Oxalite is not in this one, but in the other room down towards the bottom is these overlays. Really, really important. I love overlays. As a strategy game fan, overlays are the most useful way to just intake information. So yeah, we can see this is very breathable. It's pretty breathable down here. There are other areas like in these vacuums, obviously, that aren't going to be doing as good. There aren't too many spaces in this map that's been generated for us. This is procedurally generated maps that don't look super toxic, so no very toxic or things like that. That's a good sign, I guess. Okay, so while we're digging this, we also want to make sure that we get up a ladder. So all we need is what, sandstone or something? Yeah, sandstone, which is practically everywhere in this game. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. We also want to make sure that we dig. Let's dig here. So we want to get as close to I'll probably get as close to this vacuum as possible for now. Again, the vacuums aren't super dangerous, but we can get through them later in the game. But what I'm trying to focus on is copper ore, because if we ever want to get any sort of power in this colony, we need a ton of raw materials, which is basically copper. Okay, so open this thing up. Now, while we're doing some of the important things, also let's grab this. Is there anything over here? Let's go grab some of this. Maybe get a ladder going right there. Oh, there's a plant there, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I think this should work, but if it doesn't, then I can always create a tile. Okay, so while we're doing that, let's go ahead and create some essentials. Probably the most essential thing if you ever become a colonist one day in your life, the first thing you're going to ask about is the outhouse. How's the outhouse? Where's the outhouse? Yeah, so I would definitely agree with you there. Now, this is dirt, so I'm probably never going to dig underneath it. So let's go ahead and build the outhouse down here. Let's do it. Now, while that is generated, now the outhouse obviously can be filled with a lot of poopy. So the outhouse is only going to be somewhat sustainable for now. Eventually, we're going to have to get something else and take the poopy out, but we'll see. We'll see when we get to do that. Let's also talk about cots. So cots, pretty important. We don't want our duplicates to sleep on the ground. We can make little rooms for these guys, but for now this is bare bones. We probably don't have the time or the energy to make rooms for these guys. I think the best thing I could probably do is let's dig some rooms out over here for them, and I'll just jam them in the corner. We might want a little bit more space here. So when I start getting up like some power and things like that, you do traditionally want it to be in the middle of the map, because we'll be expanding into all towards different regions and things like that. How are you doing? You doing okay? Did you run out of material or something? I don't know. Maybe you had to do something else. Oh, here we go. Let's also dig this out. So you'll see like material on the ground. We probably want to get up like a little chest. Basically, it's a little chest. Storage compactor. Pretty important. This is a ration food. I guess we put food in there. I think, food is pretty important, but we don't need to worry about it too much right now. Let's start working on some power. So manual generator. So we put this right down like this. Someone's going to get in that little spinny wheel, just like a little gerbil or something, and they're going to make power for us. But we want a battery so that we can conserve some of that power. So let's go ahead and put it right next to it. Again, I like to have it all kind of, at least the power situation, right next to each other. We can deconstruct this stuff and move it at some point, but for now, let's just keep it there. Okay, so you guys are working on a lot of things. I mean, I like it. I like it. Oh, so a beautiful thing about this game, you know, whenever you have like AI that kind of just runs around, to be able to know where they can get to and where they can't is amazing. So that's a really great feature. Oh, this guy can't get back up. See, I would have never known that without this show navigation, or at least it would have taken me like a long time. So let's make sure that we build a ladder straight up there. Very nice. There's nothing else that we need to do. We built our outhouse. We built our beds. I don't think we even needed to build the bed, but it's a nice little addition. This guy's going to continue to gather us some resources. You know what? Let's go ahead and go and start storing some of our stuff too. Storing all of our crap. I'm a hoarder, so I love hoarding all my minerals and my materials. So I might hoard this stuff for a little while, but we're going to put that in there. And good, we're getting some oxygen out of this. I can so like some of these crops take some time to grow. So this right here, this mealwood, growth progress 18%, a nutritious hardy plant, well suited for domestication. Yes, we can domesticate this stuff. They're also like there's wildlife here too. So I don't think I see any in this map, or maybe I'm just not paying attention enough. Maybe it'll pop up a little bit later, but wildlife will pop up. Combat is a possibility, so we need to keep all that stuff in mind. Good, good, good. So we're off to a pretty good start. You know what? Go ahead and get as many, you know, I don't think we need to worry about it as much, but go ahead and dig this out too. That way you have like a little stair system. What is this? Storage not allocated. Oh yeah, so we just want to put everything in there for now. I just didn't want all this crap on the ground. Okay, now we got to connect these two together, or else there is no point in having them. So we're going to connect those two. Do we want you to dig? I don't know if it's a waste of time. I kind of want you to dig a little bit more here. So go ahead and do that, and let's get our cots going. Now we can assign. Ooh, we might need to dig a little bit more. My idea here is to. So I'm gonna do like a little bit more. So bam, bam. You actually might not be able to get to that. So Quincy's on this thing. He's generating some power. You can see it as it kind of rises up. Now we can spread that power out, and this is basically what I wanted to use. I mean, the first thing I want to use it for is food generation. So this microbe musher. This thing is disgusting when you see it, but you'll see like what it does. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that right next to it, and we're gonna start to generate some gross food. Some pretty rather gross food, if you ask me. But hey, I guess if I was in the middle of an asteroid, I'd probably be eating it too. Okay, so we want to connect this together like that. And good. Good, good, good. Okay, so this is sand. This falls. That kind of sucks, but yes. Keep in mind some of the resources do fall, so we'll have to, and then they make sure that, so like these beds wouldn't be usable since they're falling. So we need to watch that. Okay, so now there's the food. Now the other thing we can do with this power early on is we can do an algae deoxidizer. I don't know. Big words. Drew doesn't understand big words. So this thing can generate us some oxygen. Becomes idle when the room enters maximum air pressure range. So yeah, I can place this sucker down. Oh, do we have access to water yet? I do not yet. I should probably do that. Who needs water? Oh yeah, you need water. Oh yeah, so the food thing that I just built needs water, right? Is that what you're telling me? Here, dig this out. Whoops. There's still so much to do. Hold on. So we're all day one is cycle one is almost over. I want to dig this out, make sure that we don't have anything. We want to make sure that we get up another cot. I don't think I'm worried about getting access to this area just yet. I mean, what I might do is spread it out and then build a ladder up here. That way we can at some point go after this region. We'll get some algae. So the algae is required for this little thing. So this is gonna convert algae into oxygen. We want access to the water for our little food guy. I don't want to get rid of these crops though. I think the best thing to do would probably be, yeah, just to take this out. Yeah, that's fine. So there's a little bit of fertilizer too, which again I could use for later purposes. Oh, you know what? You could take this. Do you want this? Yeah, take that out just because it looks weird. You guys are continuing to gather up resources. I'm pretty sure I've got a ton of, yeah, I've got way more raw material than I probably needed, but that's okay. I'm just playing it safe. Okay, so I don't believe we have any of these resources just yet, right? Ingredients, dirt, and water. Could cause diarrhea though. Ouch. Lice loaf. Do I have lice loaf? I'm not even sure. I have field. Oh no, I don't think I do just yet. But I think I can harvest these plants and begin to get that up. All right. Well, I'm not really worried about it too much. Are you? What's going on with you? Why are you looking like that? Is it getting hard to breathe over here? It is a little bit. Okay, so we need to be careful. Oh, it's time to sleep. I didn't get up my cot. I mean, that's not really that bad at all. I kind of wanted it. If you want to make this, dude, before you go to sleep. So I can assign my duplicates certain beds. Yeah, he's not going to do it. Well, in the morning we'll assign it, and there you go. So we'll have all of our cots right there. I'll probably put maybe like an algae dude over this way. This poor soul, Nadia. Nadia's got to sleep on the ground. Dirty hands, tired, so we can look at her vitals, or we can look at their vitals, I guess. Stress level's not going to be bad at all right now. I don't think there's any problem with it early on. Obviously, the longer we go through this game... Oh, there we go. There's our first little sign of wildlife, a hatch. As long as we don't have... That's not going to touch us, right? I don't want to touch that thing. I don't want it to touch us. No touching. The aliens, the little aliens, no matter how cute they look. I mean, this one looks pretty adorable, right? I don't even know where it went. Well, I'll show... Yeah, it looks adorable. It doesn't look dangerous at all. I don't think it does. It looks cute. I like it. Okay, so let's go... there's nothing we can do at night. Now, if we had a night owl, they would still be working right now, but that is not happening. Okay, so I want to dig just straight up here. And, so there is no oxalite in here, is there? No. Well, when we open up this new room, that might help a little bit. So go ahead and build a ladder up this way. You guys are going to eat. Okay, so now we absolutely need to have... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. If I were to dig this, would that be enough to keep the water from flowing? Oh, okay, you're doing your thing. They're all satisfied afterwards. They come out. They're like, yeah, that was good. Oh man, it's really time for a lot of different things. Okay, so I don't know if I can harvest like all of this stuff. Can I? Not exactly sure. No, it doesn't look like I can right now. I can dig this stuff up. I don't really want to dig it up. I think they're still growing, possibly. A barbed fruiting plant can be dug up and agriculturally domesticated. It produces an edible bud, the growth of which coincides with the cycling. Oh, that's cool. With the cycles of the colony. Okay. We'll have to look at that. Oh, this thing is being filled up, which is not that bad of a not that bad right now. Okay, I don't think any of this stuff is... Okay, we've got a little bit of mature stuff. Good. So now I can begin to at least make the muck ruts or whatever. So did my plan end up working? It's going to be a little bit flooded. I don't think it's that big of a deal having the water come over. Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, get this. What are you doing? Get this stuff. My muck rut or whatever. I can't get any of this other stuff for now, but okay. So we're now, at least we're getting access to the water. So we want to make sure that we're generating some food. Is that the only problem we have? Efficient oxygen. Okay, so we'll worry about that a little bit later. I don't even know what I can make. Can I make both this stuff? You tell me. I mean, I'd rather not suffer from diarrhea early on. If we could limit the amount of times our, let's see, look at this. It is just, that's what's, I don't even want to describe it, to be honest, what this is going on, but whatever. We'll make a little bit of that. Yeah, so we can't make the microbe musher thingy, or I'm sorry, we can't make this. So let's go ahead and just make, I don't know, we'll make like a handful of it. Let's make like 5. Okay, so you guys do your thing. You've got access to the water. We've got the resources for all that stuff. This is full, so they're going to start leaving material on the ground. Let's make sure that we, yeah, assign this to everybody. Good, good, good. Now, I want to make sure that we get that algae deoxidizer. Where do we need that at? It says that we still need more oxygen here. Probably down towards the bottom, right? I would say like, or you know what, let's just start off simple. Put it over here. And I might move that later on, but for now it's fine. So we need to connect it with electrical wires. There you go. Okay, so they'll make the electrical wires do their thing. And let's get out of the overlays. Thank you. Oh, is it nighttime? Oh, it is nighttime. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I just assigned those correctly. Boom. Okay, so we are now about to get our next duplicate. Hopefully it's a good one. Now, we get to choose. We don't get, you know, It all depends. Oh, yeah, nice. All the water went away. Good. Okay, so we fixed that. We fixed that huge situation. That very, very bad situation. So, yeah, it's cycle 3. I talked about how I wanted to start getting some research here. Your colony has produced 0 oxygen today. Okay, well, give us some time. Everyone's eating. They're doing their thing. Have you made all this that you needed? Yes. Okay, so you're working on some food. You're working on a lot of different things. Ooh, is this harvestable now? Not yet. Okay. Oh, that is. That looks like it. Yes. Well suited for domestication. It produces an edible grain that is suspiciously capable of movement. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that in our bodies. That sounds like a good idea. I am down for that. Okay, so we're gonna grab that stuff up. Maybe I should get up another storage compactor. We can put it right there. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. We'll put it right there. So the food is almost done. Ooh, there's some stuff in here. A muckrat down here. A mealweed seed. Some mealweed seed. Okay, wait a second. What was I focused on? Oh yeah, research. Yeah. Okay, so we want to do some research here. Stations. Research station. I should have the materials for this now. This is going to require some electricity. I guess I'll put it like over here in the corner. That sounds good. I can also technically build a supercomputer, can't I? Can be worked by duplicates to conduct intermediate research. Ooh. Look at this thing. All right, I'm going to put that down too. Screw it. It looks good. It looks cool. We definitely need it. So I'm going to connect these two. And there you go. So bam. And how's my oxygen levels? What do we produce? Oh, we get to... Okay, well, it doesn't even matter because I'm focused on my new colony. My new colonist. We need to make sure we continue to get algae, though. That's something I need to keep in mind. Okay, so anybody looks particularly amazing. Not really, but this guy has double traits. Tinkering, which tinkering, by the way, is the tinkering attribute determines a duplicate's efficiency when operating machines. Iron gut. I like that. Night owl. I would like to see night... Oh, this is pretty funny. Some duplicates are just full of it. Flatulence. They fart a lot. I can't see. They fart alert. Okay. He's got a bunch of medicine. I kind of want this guy because it would be fun to explore the duplicate that is best at, working. I'd like to see, does their best work when they ought to be sleeping. Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's go ahead and do it. So we print them. We don't make them. We are literally printing them. So we're going to print this guy. Now, we need to make a choice here. No research task, no fabrication clues, clued, or whatever. Okay, so here's our tech tree. We have a bunch of different things that we can start researching. Farm tech, gas piping, liquid piping, power regulation. I like all this stuff. I think the first thing I want is probably farm tech. Yeah, probably. Let's go farm tech here. So I'm going to click that there, and then we are just going to fabricate a few research. So novice research costs 0 of 20, so every single one of these is going to be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until we get to 20. Can we do this? So this guy's going to work a little bit better, right? No, I think we need another researcher for this, though. I think I want power regulation. So this is going to open up those things in those tabs for us to build. Runs one section of wire over top another without joining the power grids. That's cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and research this next. So again, I only have one researcher though. And remember, two of our people can't do any research. So maybe we don't want to do this right now. Yeah, maybe we want to be careful here. So let's just wait. Let's wait on this. Maybe he should be using the supercomputer. Well, let's give him the... Wait, oh, this is the guy that's going to sleep just anywhere. Oh man, that sucks. Look at this. Oh wow, look at that. What is this? How breathable is this stuff? It's not at all, Drew. It is totally not at all. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna have to stop it right there. We'll come back in the next one. And what is this? Oh, whoops. There you go. So just put everything in there. That's fine for now. Just keep putting crap in there. Yeah. So this is a little look at oxygen not included. Hopefully you guys like this game. I'm really, really pumped for this. I think I can already tell. I mean, pretty much everybody that's watching these videos can tell this is going to be a massive, massive indie game. And if it's anywhere close to Don't Starve, it really looks like it's on pace to be.
So the best way to show me if you like this game and if you want to see more of this content on my channel, hit that like button. That's the best way for me to kind of tell exactly how many people are enjoying a series like this. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think we got, we covered a lot of ground in this video, so I'm really happy about that. And hopefully we stay alive in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.